It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, call till you spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
All righty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. What is going on, everybody?
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, it is Virginia. How the heck are you doing today?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good. What's going on, bird? All right. Flying high. You say tonight might be another active night out, Virginia.
Oh my gosh. My husband is so excited to go back out to the bar.
I know, right?
What?
The guy's not even a drinker.
I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
So his Buffalo Sabres are in the playoffs for the hockey, NHL, and he found a Buffalo bar. And now he's obsessed because he wants to hang out with all the Buffalo Sabres fans. It was kind of like the closest thing to being in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And he was vibing it because they had Buffalo food, they had Buffalo energy, there was Buffalo chanting and chugging, and oh, he loved it.
Yeah, he's looking for that atmosphere.
Yes.
That's what he wants.
He wants it bad. And the food, too. The food doesn't hurt.
Okay, yeah. It's not the booze.
The Buffalo people, they stick together.
They do. And they support their teams. You know, if you know a Bills fan, they are just true blue. Mm-hmm. If you know a Sabres fan, it's the same thing. Those Buffalo people are true blue.
Right. And he wants that beef on weck. Is that what he eats?
Yes, he had and it was delicious. That beef on weck was great. I'm hearing great things about their wings. I'm sure we'll get some of those tonight.
Okay. That sounds like a good old time.
Yeah, it's that Nico's in Abacoa.
Okay.
The owner's from Buffalo. Who knew?
Yeah, you got a few of those. That's the thing about South Florida. It's kind of odd. I don't know of any other place that has, maybe New York City, but other cities that have opposing team sports bars that's dedicated to them.
It is bizarre. I even noticed that with the Buckeyes, your team that you love. You'll see them; those kind of stick out sometimes around down here.
They do, but if you go to Columbus, you don't all of a sudden go and see, like a Penn State bar.
Right.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Yeah, in fact, they'd probably run you out of town. Like, nobody would go. They'd be like, what? Like, you've got some nerve. Like,
How dare you?
It would be a death sentence for any business to open up an opposing team sports bar. And yet here in South Florida, you've got it all over the place.
I don't know why they torched my bar.
It is a wild concept, I think, for anybody else that comes down here. Like, what is going on? It's crazy. What you up to today, Bird?
I am just chilling.
Okay.
Did you guys have a good day yesterday? I was a little busy with some appointments. How did everything go? I know we got some radio legends in town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some people in just talking shop and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it was good. It was fun. Tried to show them the beautiful, sunny South Florida. Maybe we'll try that again today.
Oh, it was so wet yesterday.
Oh, it was such a terrible day.
Don't you have that? It's kind of like the same thing with kids. You know, when you go out and nobody's met your kid yet, and you go, and your kid's normally perfect. It's just glowing every day. And then the day you take them out to meet that one person and it's their first experience and your kid is a terror and just bouncing off there. You're like, I don't know what's going on. This is so uncharacteristic.
That was Florida yesterday. You embarrassed us, Florida.
Our toddler misbehaved yesterday.
It was just kind of a sad day out.
It was rough to be outside, yeah. So we'll try it again today. So we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice week. In fact, I had to walk back inside and put on a light little jacket. Because it is a little chillier.
Yeah, windy too. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So it's different, but they say this might be about it. This might be our last little feeling of chill before, full on just heat and humidity and all that kind of stuff. Well, if I remember right, yesterday, the war, Virginia, was against a guy that threw off your cheese stacking game.
Yes.
So you had to go after him because he was, rocking the table that you were trying to stack your cheese on?
And throwing cheese at other people's towers.
Are there no laws and rules when it comes to cheese stacking?
Oh, there are laws. There are rules, but he didn't care. He was going to break them.
I kind of like extreme cheese building.
It is a different level, yeah. It is.
It got a little violent.
Yeah.
I maybe should have reeled it in.
Okay, who do we hate today?
Today, we are pissed at the landscapers because these guys have these big industrial riding lawnmowers, and they come through my whole neighborhood. You know, it's included in our HOA that they just mow everybody's lawn. If you live on the golf course like I do, they don't want you having like some mangy looking terrible lawn on the golf course. So the golfers don't have to look at, you know, a bad yard. So it's all included in the HOA. But they come through on these industrial mowers. It's a stand-up mower at such a high rate of speed that, like, good Lord, there better not be kids playing in the yard or somebody's going down. Like, that's how fast they're like whipping around.
They're not messing around.
They're not messing around. They're also not looking up. I watch them. They're looking down the entire time. And so I've got this tree in my yard with all these orchids that I've put in it. And all the orchid blooms are coming off the tree and they're gorgeous. But they're like long stick projectiles coming off the tree. You got to look up. Yeah. Because there's actual beautiful flowers you're going to plow through. Sure enough, again, this is the third time they've done this. And I know it's them because they cut grass on Mondays.
Okay.
Sure enough, they plowed through my orchids again.
I had to fire a landscaper because they kept driving through my fence. They would break my fence, my gate every time.
Yeah.
I would catch them on camera. I'm going, look, I got proof of you breaking my fence.
Now, do you hire this landscaper or does your HOA?
The HOA hires them.
And this is a problem because we have the same thing in my neighborhood, and I'm not allowed to touch anything at all in the front yard. I have the deadest of trees. Charlie Brown's Christmas tree looks 100 times better than this thing. It's nothing but a big stick coming out of the ground, and I can't do anything with it. And they just ignore it. They don't do anything with it either. And I put in requests, and we have for actually years. We're going on 8 years, not even kidding, of requests to fix the front. In 8 years, almost a decade, they haven't touched it, and I can't touch it myself, which is insane. My front yard looks dastardly.
It's so dumb that you can't touch your own front lawn. I mean, say that out loud.
Yeah, I can't. You'll get a fine or whatever they do. But yeah, you can't do anything with your own front lawn. And so
they're not going to do it. They're going to do it substandardly, and there's just nothing you can do about it. You got to take it.
People coming in my house be like, why does he have a huge, big, dead stick right out by his front door? It's like, there's nothing I can do with this thing. I can't touch it. And they can. I told my wife, I'm like, I don't have a saw. So I'm like, I've tried ripping it out of the ground myself, and that just ended in futility. Immediately, and then people are looking, the neighbor's like going, what's he doing? I'm out there wrestling with a dead stick that's coming out of the ground. That's well rooted, by the way.
I had that one time. You know what I did? I bungee corded the dead stick to the front of my car, and then I backed up and pulled it right out of the ground.
I think I'm getting to that level.
That's kind of cool.
Let me know if you want me to come over and consult on the job. I might rip your front bumper off, or we might get the tree out.
Yeah.
Is Virginia a better landscaper than you, Kev?
Yeah, at this point she is. Yeah, I mean, I never thought about that, tying something
It's
to
not
the
smart.
back bumper.
I mean, I'm sure I did damage to the car, but then I sold it, so haha.
Okay. Well, if anybody's out there with a handsaw right now, just riding around, I'll give you my address. If you want to go by and take care of a dead stick in my front yard, it'd be amazing. Then that way I didn't do it. Be like, I don't know, man. Somebody just came by. They had enough. They just finally got rid of it. So what do? Do you put up signs? Do you put up little fences around it? Do you have any a mode of repercussion? Because I know they don't ever seem to respond. They'll tell you go right to the landscaping company, who then doesn't respond to you because they're like, we only respond to the HOA. And I'm like, well, they won't talk to you.
Right. Everybody's finger pointing at the other one because nobody wants to deal with you. Nobody wants to help you.
Yeah, even though you pay a ton of money for this stuff.
If you're even 10 minutes late on paying your HOA dues, they'll be sending you a notice and a late fee.
They're like dealing with the IRS, aren't they?
They really are.
Yeah, that's what HOAs are. I mean, anything that has 3 letters in it, it's always terrible.
STD.
Yes. At a KVJ.
That one hurts.
That one does. That hurts.
Sorry, it's the obvious.
You're right. We have to call that one out.
We got to back off of that one. Okay, so who on the KVJ show do you think is responsible for the following? Who would be most likely to build a doomsday bunker?
It's me.
Okay.
Definitely. I love the idea of a bunker, first of all.
Yeah, you like to go low here in Florida?
And I've talked about doomsday since I was a child.
Okay.
I mean,
doom and gloom has got to be the bird.
There are so many people doing this on Instagram. It looks kind of cool. You have to have a big piece of property, but people are buying like those shipping containers. They're digging a big hole.
Right.
And they're putting the shipping container in the ground, covering it up with grass, and then there's just a little door like you would never know.
It's wild. I
It's
mean,
wild.
in the grand scheme of things, I don't know how much that's ultimately going to protect you. I really don't.
From a tornado, it would.
Yeah, but I think these people are building them for something a lot greater than just a tornado.
For the end of times.
Yeah.
aliens.
When all the baby eaters come to get us.
Yeah, whatever it might be.
Whatever the hell's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Who on the KVJ show do you think would be most likely to get committed on a psychological hold?
That's a dead heat between me and Virginia.
I think it's you.
It's me. Okay. I'll take it.
2 for 2, baby.
I'll own it.
Who on the KVJ show do you think is most likely to get into a physical altercation at a wedding reception?
Definitely me.
Yeah, it's Virginia.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. I wish somebody would.
Have you ever been in a fight at a wedding before?
In a wedding?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Wedding or reception?
I've seen a fight go down at a reception.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in one, but I have seen one happen.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised that you went through your first wedding without boxing your future mother-in-law. That's amazing that actually went down. I guess it's because you were pregnant, right?
Yeah, there's so many reasons that wedding should never have happened. I mean, the laundry list of reasons why I should not have gotten married. What a dummy.
My favorite part was when the wedding had to stop for a second because Kevin stopped the wedding because he had to go get to the bar to get a drink.
I was trapped, yeah. I was double fisting, and I was trying to walk back out, and here comes the bride. I'm like, "Ugh."
I encourage that kind of behavior.
Yeah, I was stuck up in the wedding party. I was like,
He was I'm like, give me a beer too. Give me a beer.
yeah, I was thinking drink orders. Yeah, I just threw the whole thing off.
Are you really having a good wedding if you don't serve during the ceremony? No, you are not.
Okay, it's true. It's a good point, and you did. Who on the KVJ show do you think is most likely to run into a burning house to save a complete stranger and their pet?
Oh, Jbird, he's been wanting to do. He will limp into a burning house and save a stranger and their pet.
I would definitely think I would do that.
Do you think that he winds up limping into the house and then the pet saves him?
Dang. Man. You guys are on fire today.
So are you in that burning house.
You're right. Oh,
The dog has to drag you out by your pant leg.
You're right. I'm here to save you. Who's here to save me?
And who on the KVJ show is most likely to become a spiritual leader?
A spiritual leader?
Okay, yeah.
Probably you, Kevin.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You and Pastor Sean, I could see y'all linking up, not in a loving way, like
Yeah.
as in a pastoral way, and like really churching it.
He's already there, so he already does that role.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I think you would be a great pastor. You're a great
Yeah.
orator. You believe the word.
That's what my mom said.
Did she?
Yes. So disappointed when I went radio.
It's kind of the opposite.
Kinda, yeah. It was, kind of a 180 from where she wanted me to go. But yeah, maybe one day. Look, Ma.
Look, there's always the future when we get fired from radio.
That's right, exactly. I'll start my cult then. Well, this is probably something you haven't really touched since elementary school. So we're going to take you way back here. Trying to come up with the state by the slogan that they have. Florida is the...
Sunshine State.
Bam. That's exactly it. That's right. That's how they do it. I would think most people would know what Florida's is, but some of these states never even heard of them before. What about the Hawkeye State? Who are we talking about for that?
The Hawkeye State.
Oh, I like that.
Who would be the Hawkeye State? Write down your answers. Let's see what you guys get here. Virginia and Jbird are going to be taking a little quiz here today. You can, of course, play along. If you had to guess, we're asking the class right now. The Hawkeye State would be what? What did you write down, Jbird?
Ohio.
Ohio. What do you think, Virginia?
I put Nebraska.
Okay, you put Nebraska. You know, it's a Midwestern state. You're dancing around it. That one is Iowa.
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 Isn't Iowa and Nebraska pretty much the same thing? No?
They're cousins, and they might be inbred cousins. All right, what about the Golden State? Who is that? Who can lay claim to saying that they are the Golden State? What did you write down for that one, Virginia?
California.
Bird?
California.
Okay, bam. Yep, both got that one. Very nice. Yep. Okay, what about the Empire State? Who would you call the Empire State? What did you write down, Jbird?
Only talking about New York.
Virginia?
New York.
Yeah, bam. Okay.
Woohoo.
All right. You guys have rebounded, doing much better now.
I mean, those are kind of easy. We should be getting those. It's when you get into Iowa and Nebraska, things get a little hairy.
Okay, what is the Tar Heel State? Do you know the Tar Heel State? Which one are we talking about there? Okay, Virginia, what did you write down?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Am I just going to keep writing Nebraska?
I think so. That's your go-to answer. Eventually, maybe we'll get to that.
I wrote down Iowa.
You wrote down Iowa. Okay, that was a trickier one. No, the Tar Heel State is North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. I knew this.
Yeah, North Carolina Tar Heels. That's the name of their college mascot.
I did not know that.
You did not know the North Carolina Tar Heels?
Oh, no.
Never heard that one. Okay. All right. New to you. What is the first state? Who claims that they're the first state?
First.
This is what they try to lay claim to. The first state would be what, Jbird?
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania. Okay, what do you think, Virginia?
I put Massachusetts.
Okay, great guess. Not far off, it's Delaware.
Delaware.
Delaware. Yeah.
Anybody spending time in Delaware? What's that all about?
I'd
Joe
love
Biden.
to go. Oh.
Yeah. He's about the only thing I know from Delaware. And I've been through Delaware, and if I remember right, it took me about 15 minutes.
It's not very big.
It's not big at all. No, it's about the size of Green Acres. So there you go. All right, you guys went 2 for 5, both of you.
Terrible.
In baseball, we're pretty good.
There you go. When you were in high school, do you remember what vehicle you took to prom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I got pulled over in it.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Yes, for suspicious driving.
Suspicious driving.
Yeah, on PGA Boulevard. Yeah.
You drive like you're suspicious.
I was at my dad's Caprice, and I was just chilling, driving to pick up my date, and for some reason I could not. I guess I was looking for something on the ground and driving, and I got pulled over.
Drop the chicken nugget.
Yes, 'cause that's how I roll on prom night.
What were you in, Virginia?
I had a limo that I had rented. So I worked for half the day. I went to school, and the other half of the day I worked at a hotel, the Hilton Hotel, right there on the Mississippi River in New Orleans. So I would take the ferry over to the hotel, and I kind of had like a real job.
Okay.
And not a lot of people in the hotel knew that I was a high school student. They just thought I was like a coworker who like worked in the hotel and was like in her 20s.
Oh, wow.
Obviously. So I rented a limo through the hotel's limo company. I went in there and I got the employee rate on a limo. And when you're a grown up, I guess back in the day in New Orleans, when the limo shows up, it shows up with a full bar in it.
Right. Oh,
and you're
wow.
allowed to drink it.
Oh, wow. No
when
way.
you're a grown up, which they thought I was because I worked at the hotel. So my friends couldn't believe it. They were like, we got a limo full of alcohol. They died and gone to heaven.
Limos were really big when we were younger. Is that something kids still even get excited about? A limousine?
No, at least not at my son's school. In fact, we were talking to him about that. That's why this kind of came up, because he was wanting to rent a car, which is way out of the family's budget that we would ever have this vehicle, and that's what he was going to drive. And
So
I'm like,
he was going to drive like a Rolls Royce or something.
Maybach.
A Maybach.
I'm like, boy, the delusions of grandeur. I don't know what they are feeding you in that school. but nah.
You know your dad doesn't have a car, right?
Right. We just need to, let's bring you down to earth. Let's teach you what reality is to be a Ralston.
A Maybach.
You may be lucky to take an Uber to prom. That's what I'm suggesting you go in. Yeah, and then my wife, I overheard the discussion. She's like, you are out of your mind. She's like, okay, maybe we could look into a limo if we got other people involved and could pay for that. He's like, Mom, nobody takes a limo.
Oh, a limo is so like, ugh.
I guess the whole thing is, and I have kind of seen this too, because, you know, he emulates and sees a lot of the athletes, which is troublesome because they actually make a good bit of money and then they like showing it. And then that's what my son and all of his friends look up to. They, for some reason, think that, you know, their last name is like James, or, you know, they're something like Brady, or, you know, like no, you haven't actually made the plays. You don't have the contract. You don't have the money, so you don't get to live the lifestyle. It's
You're a Ralston, son.
Right. We don't sign big contracts in that family. It's actually a bylaw. Like, we just, we cap at a certain level. Like, sorry.
Big contracts keep evading us.
That's right. We just don't do that. That's just not how we do.
We prefer to go for the medium to small contracts.
That's right. They may offer me a lot of money. I'm like, I'm not taking it. We're not doing it. No way. We cap it off.
It's the Ralston way.
It's just the Ralston way. We refuse to make money in this family. And it kind of blew my mind because I just always thought that was the go-to. But it does make sense that, like, for instance, coming up this weekend, you'll see a little bit of it. They've got the NFL draft that is going to be going on. And that's the first taste of a lot of these kids coming from college, but now they make millions in college.
Right.
So it's a little different, but it used to be their first taste of being flashy. And so they would drive a fancy car, and you can see them coming up, and it's all about the fit check and what they're wearing on the red carpet and that look and that appearance. And so I guess for these kids, I can't even believe how much they lie to each other about the status that they have. And I see my son doing it. I see his friends doing it. I'm like, I know they don't have that. I don't know that. I'm like, how do you guys not all call each other out on your BS? They lie to each other all the time about these things.
Does Cannon still have his same girlfriend that we met?
Yeah.
So she's going to prom with him.
I would hope so.
She knows he doesn't.
He's in trouble.
She knows he doesn't have a Maybach. So it's not about impressing her. It's about impressing the other dudes.
Think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you can't even spell Maybach. I'm like, you cannot drive a car you cannot spell. That just should be a ground rule. It ain't gonna happen. But I just could not believe it. I'm like, what is wrong with the limo? And now it's just like couldn't even believe the horror of the suggestion of going in a limousine.
A limo was fun because you got in it and it wasn't just you and your date. It was like 4 other couples and all of you got to go together and you're taking pictures in the limo. Like, you can't do all that in a Maybach.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was cool too. You would get a limo with a pool in the back. That was a fancy.
Okay, wow.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. I never saw that.
No, and in fact, in my hometown, most people, they came in their pickup trucks. And what they would do was the dudes would ride in the cab and the girls would ride in the back on a bale of hay.
Which sounds awful.
The worst concept because all these ladies would show up and it looked like they had combed their hair with an egg beater. I was just like, why did you even bother getting ready? Because you do not look ready now.
Oh, whose idea was that to sit in the back of the truck?
Farm boys. And they wore the tuxedo top, but they had blue jeans and cowboy boots on. That was about 80% of my prom.
I like that, though. I think that's cute. Sitting in the back of the truck, no. But jeans with your tuxedo, that's cute.
And your worn, torn, almost toothless girlfriend. It was quite a look. It was quite a look.
Get in the back. Like, all right.
They seemed very content to do it. I was just like, it's kind of bizarre. Huh. How would you like to take the Wienermobile to your prom?
Love it.
This actually happened for some students in Topeka, Kansas.
The Wienermobile made an appearance in Topeka yesterday for a pre-race NASCAR celebration. Brecken Andrews, a junior at Seaman High School, and his friends were at Sonic when they saw the hot dog on wheels and had to stop by. They took some pictures, but then another idea came up. Driver of the Wienermobile and brand spokesperson, Maggie Dawson, couldn't resist.
One of my buddies was like, can we rent this thing? And I was like, bro, what if we just ask about prom?
Right.
What if they take us? It's tomorrow. Like, that'd be insane.
It was a little light bulb. And we were like, well, what time is prom? And from there, we checked our schedule, and we were able to make it happen.
How about that, huh? That's kind of cool. I mean, that would be an interesting flex. Look, if everybody else is trying to come in a car that they can't afford, you show up in the Wienermobile.
It's a flex.
I would absolutely drive that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I could see you in a Wienermobile. I think it'd be hard to maneuver, though. Could you imagine trying to back up into a tough spot with a Wienermobile?
Oh, I worked with that company when I was first year in radio in New York City. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile came to New York, and the radio station I was working for, we got to meet the guy that drives it, but they don't let anybody else drive it because I asked.
Isn't that the car, too, that Drew Barrymore got all, like, she freaked out when she saw it. They go, it's a Wienermobile.
It was,
She's
yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, overly excited, yeah.
Gosh, it's a rough clip, y'all.
Yeah. One text said, I had to pick up my prom date in a 1976 Chevy Chevette. If you don't know, those were just kind of the little beater car back in the day.
We had one.
We had a Chevette and we had a Pinto. Those were the two lowest of the low.
Dude, we drove in one of those, my entire family, 7 of us, to Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh.
It was not safe.
Yeah. Apparently, when this dude showed up in the 76 Chevy Chevette, the dad felt so bad for him, he let me drive his Lincoln Town car.
Oh, that was nice.
That is nice.
Chevettes were tough, man.
Yeah, they were tough. Yeah, is there a car today that is the equivalent of our childhood Chevy Chevette or Pinto? I remember my first car was a Toyota Tercel, and it looked like a tin can. Sounded like a tin can.
Yeah, our Chevrolet had a hole in the bottom, too, so things would always be falling out of the car.
Yeah.
There's 7 people in it.
Don't go through a puddle.
Oh, I know that move.
Do they make beater cars to that level now?
No.
I was trying to think, what is the equivalent?
Entry-level cars now are still, $20,000. Like $18,000. Like even like the entry-level cars, I think, are too expensive for your average high schooler or somebody just entering the workforce.
Yeah, in fact, I don't think even like with the small cars, it's not that they're cheap. It's just that they're small.
Right.
Like some of those Fusions and those
They're
kind
not
of cars.
cheap.
Right, exactly.
They're well made. They're great cars. Like the little Kia Soul. Those cars are they're fantastic little cars, but there's no more of like entry level cars, bottom basement price. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So
you got to get a used car.
Yeah. So
what I did.
I guess if you're hanging out at Seaman High School in Topeka, Kansas, and the Wienermobile rolls in, which seems like an interesting marriage of. I don't know if the Wienermobile just picked on the map. Be like, hey, let's find a fun school. Hey, let's go to Seaman.
What an odd name for a high school.
And a Wienermobile. What an odd marriage, huh?
It don't feel right. No.
Yeah. We're talking about what would be the equivalent of the beater cars that we grew up with, Chevettes. Remember my parents had a Tercel. We had a Chevy Citation. I don't know if you remember that old fancy hatchback. I thought that was fancy, but not sure South Florida would agree. Someone said 91 Ford Tempo is what I had. Windows didn't roll down and the AC didn't work. Fun.
We had some kind of Ford, a tiny little Ford. And if you got the window halfway down, it would just fall the rest of the
Right, I remember that move, yeah. It would.
Like it wasn't catching properly.
You ever seen the people then that would tape their windows up? They would put the duct tape and then they'd tape it to the top of the car?
Yes.
I know that move well. Somebody said the Chevy Spark is kind of the equivalent today.
Okay.
It's that no frills, kind of just stripped down vehicle you can get relatively affordable.
You know that one?
No.
The Kia Soul, you heard of that one?
That's the one I just said, the Kia Soul. But trust me, because I wanted to get Magnolia a Kia Soul. It's not a beater by any stretch. It's nice, like nice display, nice interior.
Yeah.
Like
that's I don't know if I agree with that.
If I would have had a car like that in high school, I would have been a pimp.
What car do you have right now? I love the car you're in. That's my favorite one you've ever had.
It's electric. It's a EV9, and it's changed my life.
When you leave her car, because she's been my Uber for like the last 9 months.
Yeah.
He's left my car a lot.
It might be longer, to be quite honest with you. When you leave her car, there's this humming that comes from it. It sounds like angels singing.
It's a safety mechanism of a lot of electric vehicles when they're going like under 20 miles an hour. They do this humming musical, like melodic thing that comes out the front of them.
Is it kind of like the whirring? It's like,
yes.
yeah,
yes.
It's got that weird, it almost sounds like a UFO or something that you
because there's no engine purring.
Right.
It's a safety feature so that if you're around the car, you realize that, oh, okay, there's a vehicle that could hit me.
It sounds spiritual. When I'm leaving, I'm walking out the car, I feel like angels are trying to give me a hug or something.
Yeah, I wonder what that was.
thing.
So they don't need that sound. They only just do it for your safety. That's the only purpose of that sound?
Yeah, they do it for your it's a safety feature.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, the one time I drove that electrical car, I left it running in my driveway all night long.
I've done that with my car. Rocco comes out and he goes, Virginia, you left your car on again.
Virginia.
He doesn't call me mom. We're on a first name basis.
Well, that's nice.
He's like, Virginia, you left your car on again. Because it's so quiet.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, after her duet with Sabrina Carpenter, Madonna called the police.
What?
Yes. She called the police and filed a report that someone had stolen her clothes from backstage where she had performed with Sabrina Carpenter at Coachella. And the police were like, oh my gosh, we need to find this criminal. Who would dare to take Madonna's clothes? Because apparently it wasn't just any clothes. It was like special vintage pieces that she had way back in the day and that she had worn on stage, and they had like value and they were special. They weren't just any little outfit she got off Temu.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it looks like now the poor police had to do an actual investigation and come out and like interview people and try to figure out what happened. And they're like, yeah, Madonna, you didn't have your stuff stolen from you. Your stuff fell off of a golf cart as the staff was driving it to your bus and people picked it up.
Ah, no way.
It wasn't stolen. Dang. You were not targeted as you claimed.
Yeah.
Now, the clothes as of now are still missing, probably because people thought it was trash and threw it away. Maybe somebody picked it up and has it. Madonna is offering a reward for the safe return of the clothes, but the police are like, yeah, it's not that you were targeted. The bags fell off the golf cart.
If anybody stole anything, I think Sabrina Carpenter's kind of stolen her act a little bit. That's actually the theft.
That some people do compare.
There's always going to be a younger, hotter one coming up, Kev.
Seeing them on the stage here, I'm like, oh, wow. I mean, they're like same outfit, same kind of moves, same kind of songs.
That's kind of a good move on Madonna to pair up with her.
I agree. I think it's wonderful that Sabrina wanted to do that for Madonna, and I think it's awesome that Madonna accepted the invitation, but you can't be accusing everybody of stealing your stuff backstage when your people were just driving the golf cart recklessly and your two bags fell off the golf cart.
Yeah.
It is an embarrassing thing to happen. Get accused. You stole that.
Someone stole my clothes. No, y'all hit a bump. Well, we have another update for you in the singer David and the murder charges that he's facing. We now know a little bit more detail about what exactly happened and what the DA says allegedly happened. So the DA says that David killed Celeste Rivas to keep her from exposing their relationship because she was 14, and he says it would have ruined his career and hurt him financially, and that's why they say he killed her. It was about money, according to the DA. Wow.
And he did this supposedly right before tickets went on sale for his world tour. He was just about to hit it big, and he did something so boneheaded to bring it all down.
So bizarre.
So bizarre.
Here's a bit about the charges.
Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4VD, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. And there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait.
Okay. I will tell you, the way he spells his name already almost looks like a prison number, so maybe he can just translate that into the place where he's going to spend the rest of his life.
You're right about that.
And he's a horrible person, so if they gave him the 3 names, the middle name, like they always do in the media.
Absolutely, yeah.
You have to give all 3.
Yeah, you got to do that.
And we can't end on that story, so I'm going to bring you a good one to end on. Morgan Wallen is donating $1.2 million to upgrade the baseball field where he went to high school in Tennessee. Aww.
Yeah, he was a baseball player. He's got that one video. I don't know if you've ever seen the video for 7 Summers. It's a baseball video. It's really good.
Yeah, his team won the championship in 2010. And when you went to his concert at Hard Rock Stadium, he has run along the board how that's his whole charity, and they put money aside for kids to be able to play sports. Because, unfortunately, in some of these rural communities or even, around here even, you have kids that just can't afford the equipment and everything that goes into trying to be a good athlete.
Absolutely. And talking about putting your money where your heart is, back at your old school where you grew up in Tennessee, don't forget where you came from. That's very country.
Yep.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What would you say is the best animated movie of the 1990s? And they had a lot of them in there. It's when they launched the Toy Story franchise, and you had a couple that were in the 90s, including the first and the second one. First one was in 95, second was in 1999. You had things like Hercules, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast was in there. Jbird mentioned The Lion King. And then you had Aladdin. That was a pretty solid one in the whole mix, too.
I loved that movie, and I didn't want to go to that at all. I remember my girlfriend at the time, she's like, we're going to go see Aladdin tonight. I'm like, I don't want to go. It's a cartoon, and like 20 minutes in, I think I'm weeping.
Right, yeah.
They got him.
They will get you quick, won't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love The Little Mermaid, but that was 1989.
Wow, dang.
Wow, I am old.
You in the wrong decade, Virginia.
I am.
Yeah.
89. Well, you are. Well, that's that old. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Now, Aladdin was Robin Williams, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that breakout role. 92 for that one. So I asked, what would you say is the best one? And right now, KVJ TV says it's Toy Story. Number 1, 43%.
I mean, Toy Story is a beast when you think about how many sequels they've done and how much money they've made off that franchise.
Was that a like a canon? Your son's, is that his era?
No, he was born in 98. So, or no, 2008. Yeah, the twins were born in 98.
Wow. We are old.
Yeah, so no, that was definitely not even his era. Not really even arguably theirs. I mean, they would have been, just a couple years old.
I've never seen that franchise, and I think I would probably like that.
Toy Story?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you would love it.
Dude, it's all about toys. Like, how have you not seen it? If there was ever a movie.
Seriously, what are you doing over there?
Dang.
You are slipping. You have a whole house dedicated to toys and figures.
It's like, do I even toy, bro?
Do you
No.
even toy?
You have no idea what the Toy Story franchise is. I wonder. They put Lion King at number 2. 31% of KVJ Nation says that is the second best animated movie from the 1990s.
To me, you could argue Scar is one of the top 5 villains of all time. I love Scar.
Did we still not guess number 1?
Number 1, I think, is going to be Toy Story.
Oh, Toy Story. Okay.
I think our audience agrees. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They've got Aladdin at number 3, 16% of the vote. And then 8% of people think that it's one of the other ones that we haven't mentioned. And can you make a strong argument that Mulan or Hercules or Beauty and the Beast is better than any of those?
I don't know about that.
Come on, dog. Scar?
Beauty and the Beast, maybe, but not Mulan.
The thing that bothers me about Disney, and I can't get over it. Look, I get that The Lion King was a great movie. I cannot stand it when they kill the parents. I really can't. And they love doing that. I mean, think about all the main movies where Disney has killed the parents, like The Lion King,
Cinderella,
Bambi. You've got Finding Nemo.
Little Mermaid didn't have a mother.
Yeah, they just love doing that. I don't know why Disney hates parents, but they always kill them. And I have a hard time with that. And when I became a parent, I had a bigger problem with it.
I think they're trying to get you emotionally invested, like Virginia said. Got them. And
yeah,
they get you.
It's quite a vehicle because, I mean, what is more, gut-wrenching than to be a parent and not be able to see your kid grow up, or be a kid and have your parents snatched away from you. And then now you got to try to figure out life on your own when you're supposed to have that person to walk you through it.
Nemo.
Yeah, it's really kind of messed up, actually, what they're doing. It's very...
It's playing on our heart and our emotions.
I love it like this.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So that's out there. That's what they say. So if you're like Jbird and you don't know what the Toy Story franchise is, they got a new one that's coming out. Might be a good time to go back and watch the other. What are we going to be on, 4 or 5
There's like
now?
5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to go back and start at the beginning, and I think you would really love Toy Story.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see which one is the newest Toy Story. It's going to be Toy Story 5, going to be in theaters on June 19th.
Okay.
So this might be a time, if you've not watched those, Bird, you could watch the first 4 and be ready for this Toy Story 5 in theaters.
You're going to get a review.
Okay.
I would like to see what you think of these, because you are such a toy guy.
I really am. I was looking at him yesterday. I go, you got too many toys in here, man.
Really? You actually even said enough's enough.
There's just a lot of toys. I went too crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we finally need to call a timeout on this. It's starting to get pretty insane. And we had a story that really exemplified this last week when a 17-year-old girl died of an enlarged heart that was brought on by excessive drinking of energy cocktails. And these things are out there, and they're delicious, and they're fun. And I have been there at a point in my life where I was like, this is much better than soda. It's got all kinds of vitamins and nutrients in it. So every time I drink it, I'm becoming a healthier individual. One person texted in, they said, there was a period in my life when I was drinking Celsius and I had no idea it was even an energy drink. And I was having 2 or 3 a day because they tasted so delicious. And then I found out at the cardiologist when my heart was racing, and they're like, you need to look into whatever you're putting in your body. Never even thought it was going to be a big issue.
2 to 3 a day is dangerous. You shouldn't even drink one full one, actually.
But who is it that's telling you this? Because
no one's saying it enough.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I think we need to say it more. You need to realize that these things are just too much. And we all want to maximize who we are as a person. That's a big thing today. Whether you're hitting yourself in the face with a hammer to be more attractive or you're hitting yourself in the heart with an energy drink.
Oh, I've got a few people I'd like to hit in the face with a hammer.
Right, exactly. Well, that's the whole thing about doing this kind of stuff, is that I don't think it is getting enough publicity. And the one thing that I was guilty of for a very long time is doing these pre-workout drinks. And yeah, they would get me going, and I felt great. And I was at the gym, and I thought I was doing everything right, and the blood flow was good, and it was feeding my muscles the blood that it needed. And
that's what it tells you.
I couldn't have been better.
Those pre-workout mixes tell you that. Do this before you work out. Maximize your pump time.
Some of them make you kind of a little squirrely to a point where it gives you, some people, major anxiety attacks.
Sure, yeah, no, I had that. There were a few that I would take, and I knew something was off, and it felt like my skin was crawling.
Yes.
And I was just like, whoa, this is wild. And now you have your own story of somebody in your family, Virginia, that had a heart attack, and it was because of pre-workout.
Yesterday, I got the message that my brother-in-law, my younger brother-in-law, now he's married to my sister Caitlin in Kentucky. You've met him.
Yeah.
He came down here. He's the one that's a police officer. He was exercising and getting on the right path and really trying to run, work out, all that. So he got some of that C4 pre-workout.
Yeah.
And he did the C4.
It's a big brand, by the way.
It's a big brand.
A lot of people are using that. That's
huge brand.
You go right into a health and fitness store and be one of the first ones you see right in your face.
He did the C4. He had an energy drink earlier in the day, and then he went for a 4-mile run.
Oh, my goodness.
And when he was on his run, he started to feel sick. He said it started in his stomach.
Okay.
He felt nauseous and sick, and then his chest started tightening.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, I don't feel right. I need to go home. So he went home, and my sister was like, you don't look good. We got to take you to the hospital. And he's like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't feel right. I'm going to go just lay down. And she was like, no, we're taking you to the hospital because something's not right with you. They took him to the hospital, and he collapsed in the waiting room of the hospital and had a heart attack.
No way.
They had to hit him with the paddles twice to bring him back and get his heart back in proper rhythm. Now, if he would have had that heart attack out on the running trail by himself and collapsed, he would be dead because there wouldn't have been anybody with those paddles to shock his heart back and bring him back to life. He would be dead. And he's 5 years younger than me. He's in his 40s.
How's he feeling? I mean,
He's still in the hospital. He's still in ICU. They brought him back, but it's pretty scary, the damage that he's done to his heart. They want to keep him for days, and they are completely attributing this to abuse of energy drinks and the pre-workout.
Yeah, it's just not being talked about enough. And the thing that stood out to me with the 17-year-old girl that died last week of an enlarged heart, which that told me that wasn't one drink one time. That was repetitive use. As you're drinking it, you're enlarging your heart and you're getting it susceptible to take you out. And that's what people probably don't realize. They may be like, well, today I'll just chill out and then maybe I'll have a few tomorrow. No, it's like it's doing damage to you. And
it's cumulative.
Yeah, I just don't understand. They throw these products at us. It's amazing the products they keep us from, and then the products are like, yeah, no problem, take all you want. And they throw these products at us that kill us, and yet some of these products that probably could help us, they'll keep us away from here with our government. It's just a weird thing, and I just don't think we're talking about this enough. I don't think there's enough regulation on it. I think a lot of it's the chatter because I did so much of this stuff. When the Red Bulls were coming out, we had the Red Bull fridge, and I'm like, you know what? 5's probably about what I need every day to keep me going.
Wow.
I was probably drinking about that. And then you know what? I was like, so I'm going to be a workhorse. I'm going to sleep 3 to 4 hours a night, and I'm just going to do 5 Red. I don't know. My heart's probably got to be a disaster. I don't know how I have a decent heart score when I go to Life Imaging FLA.
Well, because you turned back the clock.
I did.
And you stopped drinking those, and you realized these are dangerous.
Because it didn't feel right. And I think a lot of people are just saying, look, I need more energy. I want to keep going. Life is exciting. These things are delicious.
You need more sleep. You don't need more caffeine. You need to flip the script and realize that sleep is what your body needs, not artificial energy from caffeine.
I know I struggle with soda still, but you're right. I'm desperately trying to quit that and get it out of my life forever. I am.
Yeah.
Soda's going to be gone for me.
Okay.
Could you imagine if I'd been going to a funeral for my brother-in-law this week? Could you imagine? If he would have been on that running trail, he would have been dead. Panda was telling me about a police officer. Same thing. This guy was buff. He was ripped. And he would do the energy drinks. He would do the pre-workout. Went out for a jog. Died on the running trail. Nobody found him till a day later, and he died because there was nobody around when he fell out from the heart attack.
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough awareness of these. That's why, I hate negative stories. I hate freaking people out, kind of.
I'm so freaked out.
I do not hate freaking people out with the truth.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things where I just think that it's been marketed to us and sold to us in a way, and it hasn't come with warnings, and we haven't heard some of these stories. And if you have a several a day energy drink, in fact, one person was like, when I mentioned 3 or 4, like, that's child's play. I was like, well, whoever sent that, I'm like, if you think 4 to 5 is nothing big, you really need to go get that checked out because I'd hate for you just never know.
You need to stop with those drinks and get more sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? I hate it too because I've looked at them and be like, well, what's the alternative? They're like, drink water. I'm like, duh.
I know. I'm drinking water right now.
I know.
What's happening?
They're like, you want to feel alive and feel better? Just keep drinking that water. You're like, yeah, it's so unfun, but
it's not as fun as a cotton candy, huge energy drink.
And they're
I
delicious.
get it. They make them to taste like watermelon and rainbows. I get it.
And then you do feel a little bit alive. I'm like, all right, I feel a little bit better. I'm ready to go.
And the sad part is they are really targeted to young people with those flavors. And we got to have conversations about this. My brother-in-law is in his 40s, y'all. He's got 3 young kids.
Yeah.
He would have been dead on the running trail.
If you didn't get that, Jbird, her brother-in-law could have died.
That's
dead.
Kind of what I'm gathering that.
Did you get that part? I don't know if she drove that home enough.
This entire segment has really freaked me out.
Good.
I keep on hearing, and he could be dead.
Dead. I'm talking dead.
So dead.
Dead.
In a coffin.
Deader than any dead thing has ever been.
Yeah, so just kind of a heads up, just a little bit of a wake-up call that younger people as early as 17 are having issues with drinking too many of these. So just kind of check yourself and watch out. And I would hope, too, they put better warnings on these. And I think it's about time that a warning label is needed for some of these beverages.
Amen.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Well, we deal with this. Do you let people know when they are not coming off hot? Do they have a boogie in their nose? Do they stank? Somebody said, I love my best friend, but we're opposites in many ways. She is very natural and health conscious. I eat junk food. I still drink water out of plastic bottles. I don't care about mini plastics. The other day, my best friend walked into my apartment and started talking to my sister and I, and as soon as she crossed the threshold of my door, a fist of body odor punches my sister and I in the face.
Is she going through menopause? Because that's real.
No, she's using a natural deodorant that she swears by, and I swear it doesn't work a bit. In fact, it might actually be giving her worse BO than she would have if she had nothing on. My sister told me that I am not a good friend if I don't say anything to her, but I told my sister I'm not that type of person, and my best friend probably wouldn't listen anyway. She'll just go to another ineffective deodorant, and then it's like I'm hounding her about her smell. Do you think you're a bad best friend and a jerk if you don't tell your friends when they stink?
Yeah.
No, you got to let them know.
You got to let them know. I had a friend tell me years ago, and it was a good move. It was nice. And look, it's hard to hear, but I think we have to hear it.
Where have you settled on that?
I use deodorant sparingly.
Okay, so you've gotten rid of the naturals because you were smelling like onion soup.
Well, the natural stuff doesn't work as well as the stuff with all the chemicals in it. It's just a fact. But I don't wear it every day because I don't think it's good for you.
I do remember that one deodorant you did have. It was rough, man. It was a rough. We were a lot closer in the older studio, so I could smell her better.
I take 2 showers a day on days that I'm really menopause and sweaty, gross. Mm-hmm. But I don't like putting all those chemicals in my armpits.
How are your pits today? And not, I mean, in the now, not the.
I mean, they probably are a little gamey.
Bird, you want to give it a shot?
I mean, oddly, yeah, but I think we have to call Panda, your husband, and my girlfriend, Honeyface, first.
Well, Panda tells me, babe, you're a little gamey. You got to take a shower.
Oh, really? He'll let you know. He'll bring you
and
down.
I'll be like, I already showered today. And he'll be like, no, it's time for that second one.
I got to ask him what this smells like. Because he'll be honest with me. He's like, bro, it's really bad.
I think it depends, too, on what I've eaten. Because, you know, I do love garlic.
Some people will eat garlic, and it does go through their pores. You can smell it.
It does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, this person is wanting to know whether or not they should be calling DCF on their sister. Would they be a jerk if they did? It says, my sister constantly smokes weed in the same room as her 6-year-old son. Now, I've told her multiple times to stop, and she promised she would, but never did. And she continues to get high right next to him. I cannot sit back and watch this anymore. I do not want to call DCF on my own sister, but I feel like I am running out of options. Would I be the worst brother ever if I made that call, or do I need to stay out of this completely?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. What do you do in this case?
You got to be honest, first of all, like the bad deodorant stuff. You got to tell them you can't be doing this, or I'm about to call DCF if you do not change your ways. I'm giving you a warning shot right now. You can't be doing this in front of your kid. I'm involved. You're doing it in front of me. Sorry.
Maybe you call DCF in front of her and you say, okay, I gave you chances and now I'm going to sit right here in your house and let you watch me call them and tell them what you're doing and exposing your child to.
And you'll get somebody calling in or emailing, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a little, this is a big deal.
Go outside. Secondhand smoke is not good for babies. What are you doing? Just go outside.
Yeah, if they come up with secondhand smoke from cigarettes versus someone who's smoking pot, are they the same? Are they not the same?
Smoke is smoke.
There's always been that debate, like, you can't get a contact high if you're just around it. And I don't know, man. I would not have this smoke around that kid.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we err on the side of caution? I don't want to wait for a study to tell me smoking and carcinogenic air is bad for babies to breathe. Like, duh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say secondhand marijuana smoke may actually pose greater risk due to higher levels of certain toxins.
Well, there you freaking go.
Well, there's some people who they're not allowed to have anything in their system for their gig, their job, and they are very paranoid if they're around any kind of weed smoke, because if they have to get a drug test, they might, get clipped.
Well, one person texts in, they said, is that really a call for DCF? Maybe she has a medical card. I mean, remember back in our day, our parents would smoke in the car with the kids and the windows were shut.
That wasn't good either.
Yeah.
That's not, just because our parents did it, it's not a good excuse, because now we know better.
That's the defense right there.
We know better now, so we have to do better than our parents did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can use that as a defense.
No.
Okay, well, we'll see what the people say. Would you call DCF on your sister for continually smoking weed in front of her kid? It shouldn't be that difficult to step into another room, go outside, or do whatever you might need to do.
It's not. You're being lazy and you're being a bad parent because you're not protecting your kid.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Well, almost 60% of people, majority of people, would not call DCF. 42% would. So you would be in the minority if you're going to call DCF on your sister for that.
I would sit there on the sofa and pretend to be calling in the moment. See what she does. I'm calling them right now.
I just think you have to, if you're bothered by something in your inner circle, I think you got to keep communicating this and talk.
I mean, at least, yeah. And somebody said, well, why can't you just do a gummy or a tincture? I mean, just take something that's not the smoke.
Exactly.
If that's the case, be like, when you're around your kid, just do me a favor. Can you just take a gummy instead? Is that so tough?
Well, it puts the person in a weird spot when you have that going on. You're like, should I even, is this right? It's not my kid, but it's weird. You're smoking it. Should I even be here? It puts you kind of in a weird place.
Somebody said you'd be shocked how many elementary school kids come to school smelling like weed smoke because of their parents. It's so sad.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's something that happens a good bit. As you can see, a majority of people are, not that they're okay with it, but they're not upset about it enough that they would involve the authorities on it. So, yeah, but it does seem easy. It's like, parents, come on, just, do a gummy if you got to do it that way. It's pretty wild.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, imagine you're Cher and you're just going through life, and then all of a sudden you find out, whoopsie, you have a 15-year-old granddaughter named Ever that you never even knew about. Oh, my goodness. I guess her son, Elijah Blue Allman, had a brief romance with a girl named Katie. And, yeah, Cher didn't find out she was a grandmother until the girl was 15 years old. Ooh.
Yeah. It says her son decided that when he found out she was pregnant, he just said, you know what? I don't want to be a father, and left. He sounds like a real good dude.
No, he's got addiction problems.
Yeah.
He's got money problems.
He's a mess.
Cher has just filed for a conservatorship over him because he is that messy. So you can imagine she's devastated knowing that she missed the first 14 years of her granddaughter's life, but has, since she found out, tried to make up for lost time and now has a relationship with the girl, and they do stuff and they go places, and she's just trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah, good for her. And honestly, the girl probably dodged a bullet having the dad say, I'm not fit to be a father. At least he knew his limitations.
True.
Yeah.
But it sucks that you didn't get all those years of Cher as your grandma.
Right.
Because she would have probably done the opposite and made your life beautiful and loving.
Mm-hmm.
In other news, it appears that Angelina Jolie is still sticking it to Brad Pitt.
They do not like each other at all.
So they're still fighting over this French winery. Now, it's Chateau Miraval, and you can still find the wine. It's pink, it's in Publix, it's in Total Wine. It's actually a beautiful little rosé, and I guess the two have been fighting. So she sold her portion of this French winery to some dude that Brad Pitt hates. And he wants her to be punished for doing that. And he wants access to the French winery. But I guess he hasn't been able to get access to it because the dude that she sold it to is like camped out there. And so he's all upset. And now he wants this to just go to trial quickly. He wants to be able to put this behind him, but she keeps coming up with reasons to delay it and then delay it. Witnesses in the case have died because she's been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. And he's like, look, her attorney took the bar in the 70s. This guy could die any day. Why are we delaying this trial with so many witnesses that are old?
Guess she's not somebody to cross, huh?
She is not. And this is her tactic. And she's like, nope, I need a delay.
They must have gotten into some big old fights.
Oh, they did.
Explosive.
Oh, it must have been really bad. But
sounds like that one flight, at least.
Yeah, I think it was probably building before then.
Right.
But that was the flight that broke the camel's back. Mm-hmm. She was like, we are done with you, and I'm going to punish you forever.
Yeah.
And finally here, Ryan Reynolds is sticking with the story. I mean,
really?
He expressed pride recently in an interview that he did with the Today Show. Pride in his wife as her legal battle with Justin Baldoni proceeds to trial as the judge dismissed 10 of her 13 claims. And everybody is now Team Baldoni except Ryan Reynolds. He says, I've never been more proud of my wife for sticking to her guns and trying to punish him.
Yeah, here's what he had to say exactly.
The spotlight obviously has its benefits, but it can be hard too. You and Blake for the last year and a half have gone through this very public legal proceeding. How have you guys managed that as a family?
You know, you really see kind of the illusion behind so much of this stuff, you know, digital life versus real life. Really, without getting into it too much, I'll just say I've never in my life been more proud of my wife. Really, people have no idea what's really going on, you know, and and I've just never in my life been more proud of someone with that level of integrity that brings that with them and carries that with them in everything that they do.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of do know what's been going on because we heard the details and we know why the judge dismissed so many of her claims. She was trying to claim that he had sexually made it inappropriate for her on the set. And she was like, oh, the things he was talking about. He was talking about things like childbirth and things that had happened and he had seen in a room when his wife gave birth, and she was trying to call that sexual predatory behavior on the set of a movie, and everybody was like, wait, what? Even the judge was like, wait, what?
She has a reputation of being a mean girl, they say. You'll hear women and men say the same thing.
Her husband is doubling down, though. Never been more proud of my wife. So I guess we get to see how will this play out. Less than a month away, because that trial is set to begin May 18th. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of do it, bitch. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
Okay, today we got a big old battle going down as Jbird of Virginia going against myself and producer Denny's here.
Team full throttle.
No, we're team full bottle.
That's what I meant.
Okay, so the gamblers, Jbird and Denny's, they're the ones that drive up the odds here. You've got 10 seconds to try to get whatever the named number is for a certain topic in that time. If you get it, you get the point. If you don't, the other team does. And it's the first to 3 here, and do it, bitch. Okay. First topic that we've got is things that smell bad. Jbird, how many of those things can Virginia name?
We're going for it right off the bat. She can do 10.
Okay. Love it. All right. She can do 10 things that smell bad in 10 seconds. Denny's, what do you think?
I mean, there's so many things that smell bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rattling them off. She might be able to rattle off 10 of these. Okay. I'll raise it to 11.
Ooh. All right. All right.
I like your style. We're going to 12.
Are you high?
I am.
What the hell is the matter with you?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I mean, well.
Thanks for your 12.
Oh, my God. I'm going to fight you.
I say do it, Wiz.
I'm going to fight you right
12
here.
and 10 begins now.
Armpits, wet dog, garbage, fish, vaginas, balls, sweaty armpits. 12?
I wanted to send a message, and that message is clear. We are not very good.
Loud and clear.
So, I'm sorry. I'll dial it back then.
That's just, but you're team full throttle. I mean, you got to live by the name.
No, we're team full bottle.
Either one of them works.
Next up, we got types of sandwiches. Denny's, where do you want to start us on that?
Oh, he wants this so bad. Jbird is so mad right now that I got this one and not him.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to start this one off. Sandwiches, there's so many. I'm going to have to start off at 8.
Okay.
Kevin hasn't had a sandwich in about 35 years, so I don't know.
Those are sandwiches.
I don't. What are we at? We're at what number?
8.
8.
You'd have to raise it to 9.
She can do 9, and Kevin can do. Kevin can. Yeah, you have to do 9. I'm sorry, dog.
Yeah, I feel like she could do 9.
Okay.
That's where it starts getting hairy.
Harry.
There's just so many sandwiches. I'm going to have to do 10. I'm afraid she could squeak off 9.
All right. All right. We're at 10. Bird?
Do it. B.
Bologna cheese, grilled cheese, Reuben chicken, Cuban chicken salad, pastrami, turkey, cheese Swiss, Reuben, Danish, Panera.
Panera.
He said cheese a few different times.
He did say cheese twice.
That one's a little hairy.
That one's very hairy.
One of them, he did say Swiss, though, which is specifying a cheese.
A Swiss sandwich sounds amazing right now.
Swiss cheese sandwich.
Okay.
I mean, that would put him over at 10, but it does get a little goofy there at the end.
Okay, I had to get 210.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll give him that point.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
We will take it.
I feel like we might have been right at it, but I'm with you.
Well, we'll double check if it gets that close.
We're not taking Danish.
Or Panera.
Or Panera. He just started thinking about a sandwich shop.
Yeah, and then you can't remember what you said. You're like,
I repeat myself all the time.
Same here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next up, we've got items in a gym. Items in a gym. Okay. All right. We are back to Virginia and Jbird. Jbird, how many items in a gym can Virginia name in 10 seconds?
She can name 6.
6, okay.
Kevin used to visit the gym a lot.
Left his kid at the gym one time by accident.
He probably knows every item there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna raise it to 7 because I'm afraid you could just get 6.
Okay.
So Kevin's gonna get 7.
Yep.
8. We're raising it. We're going. This is team full throttle, dang it. This is what we do.
Okay, this is items in a gym.
Mm-hmm.
Which is slightly different than things.
Yeah. I'll say do it.
Can you say the difference? What's the difference between items in a gym and things in a gym?
Things would be anything you might find in a gym. Items, to me, are specific things. It goes to, it's not people. It would have to be an item that is there for a workout.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Can I change my answer?
I already said do it, but.
Okay, we're at 8 in 10. Okay.
Wait, who's doing it?
Virginia.
You are.
I am.
Oh, bye.
Okay, I'm doing 8 in 10.
8 items in a gym in 10 seconds. Your time begins now.
Yoga mat, stair stepper, dumbbells, bench press, treadmill, weights, free weights. You've also got sweaty towels.
Sweaty towels.
Yeah, I think it gets you to 7.
Oh my gosh.
Sweaty towels, Dave.
Sweaty towels.
Okay. All right, you fell one short.
What's with you in sweat today?
I don't know. It's my life.
It's her menopause.
Hot flashes. Dude, I am a lot of sweaty stuff right now.
You brought up a lot of sweat stuff today.
It's always sweaty. Okay, it is 2-1 right now.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Myself and Denny's have the lead. One more. We could put it away. This could be the final topic. Okay, this is things you can wear on your head. Things you can wear on your head. Okay. Denny's, how many things can you wear on your head? Can I name in 10 seconds?
There's a fair amount. Man, I'm always afraid Virginia will squeak through with, like sweaty towels getting in there. I am going to.
Denny's really takes this game seriously.
it's tricky. You guys just managed to shout these things out. I'm going to start off at 6 things.
Okay, 6 things you can wear on your head in 10 seconds. Jbird.
Yeah, we'll go to 7.
Okay, that's 7. Denny's. What are you thinking here? We're at 7 now in 10 seconds. Things you can wear on your head.
And it has to be not just because you could technically put anything on your head. It has to be something that would
you can wear it.
Would be
it's not
worn.
something you place on it. It's like you could put on your hat, or your head, it would stay.
Everybody was gonna guess that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Virginia, they are rattled over there.
Locker
They're
room.
team rattled.
Gosh,
I'm
it's
rattled too.
I'm just gonna say it starts getting tough.
Also, it's 3 against 1.
I hate to not believe in Kevin. I'm gonna say do it. I'm just afraid if I raise it, it just gets too tricky.
Okay, we're at 7 things you can wear on your head in 10 seconds.
really considering.
Virginia, your time begins now.
Cowboy hat, baseball cap, Kangol, beanie, hair ribbon. You've got a baseball cap. You've got a do-rag. You've got a scarf. You've got a clippy.
Okay, yeah, she got
All
to
right,
it.
that was gonna say. So I was gonna say that's why I got confused. I was gonna say hats. I thought counted as 1.
I mean, you don't have to yell.
Well, yeah, I think you could go to different kinds of hats.
All right, so
It's kinda what she did.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I misunderstood then.
I think that will work. Okay.
Denny's, why are you trying to take my point?
I'm not trying to take your.
I mean, look at this guy
I
over
thought
here.
hats was gonna count. Hats is 1.
Team a full bottle is prone to violence.
Okay, look at this. We've got a tie right now.
All right. Gosh.
2 apiece. One more. Next point wins it all. Okay. And the final topic that we have got here is Oof. Items in a toolbox.
Okay.
Items in a toolbox. Okay. All right. We are giving it back to Jbird and Virginia. Items you find in a toolbox.
Oh, they used to call her Toolbox Nikki back in the day. She can do 7.
Okay. Denny's.
I'm gonna have to raise it to 9. There's just so many items in a toolbox.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, it all comes down to this. And Virginia wears her emotions on her face.
I have the worst poker face.
I raise it to 1 more. I forgot the number. It's why.
Okay, we're at 10 and 10 items in a toolbox. All right, Denny's, it is your call. Do we raise or do we call it out?
10. There's a lot of items in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Can Virginia name 10 items in a toolbox? She's been kind of on fire.
Okay.
I know. She's been very sweaty.
Yes, everything's on fire. It's burning. Sweaty, gross, smelly.
I'm just going through it. Can Kevin do 11? 11 things. I'm going to have to believe in Kevin. There's just so many things in a toolbox.
Okay.
I'm afraid you could squeak by with 10.
Jbird?
Put the pressure on Ralston. Do it, B.
That's a good call. It's a good call.
I felt good about that one.
Yeah. Nice job.
Okay. Hammer, wrench, screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, tape, pencil, nail, screw, tape, measure, balloon, erector set, wrench.
You might have got it.
I mean, you got 10 with a erector set.
Not erector set. I wouldn't count.
Balloon?
I didn't count balloon.
I have 9.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Of course, it's
All
controversial.
right, we'll count
You gotta go
it.
listen to the tape.
There was repeats.
We're taking tape
We lost
measure.
one. I couldn't.
Tape measure counted.
Yeah, I couldn't think. After that, I'm like, what is in a toolbox?
That happens.
You got everything.
That happens.
Level, string. I would say those are.
Okay.
Putty.
Yeah, I don't know. They couldn't-
Yeah, putty.
Putty.
Spackle.
All right.
Caulk.
Plaster of Paris.
I think we lost Denny's.
When?
So I think we've got a punishment coming our way. So it looks like Team Full Throttle took today's win.
But we'll listen to the
Do
tape
it,
just to
bitch.
make sure. But
Okay.
I think we did, Jbird.
Okay. All right, just a couple of minutes ago, Denny's unfortunately lost 3-2 in Do It Bitch. That means that we have got today's punishment.
What is it?
It is the garbage.
The garbage.
Yes.
From the kitchen.
Yes. And so the loser gets to pick out an item and eat it from the garbage.
Oh my gosh. What is the matter with us?
There is something the matter with us.
Oh, Kevin.
Okay.
Is this a good idea?
Although those cookies kind of look good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's cookies in here.
Oh, that's not cookies?
No, I think that looks like crackers maybe.
It's crackers with coffee grinds on them. That's not a cookie. That's coffee grinds.
I was going to say, Bird, if you want, you could pick it out and put it on the plates for us.
We could have told him it was a cookies and cream cookie, and he would have eaten it.
Okay. You want
Oh.
what item we said?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do.
one. It's basically one bite. I mean, you're not
Everything
eating.
has coffee grinds on it, though, because somebody dumped
Okay.
Oh,
That's
no.
not really. It's
half-eaten
is that an egg roll?
one solid bite. That's enough.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, not the half-eaten egg
Who
roll.
wants the egg roll?
With coffee
You know
grinds?
what? You can have one bite on one side. I'll bite on the other.
All right. Lady and Tramp.
We can do Lady and the Tramp. Yeah.
I love it.
All right, come over here, Denny's. Let's make it hot for the people.
All right. And then if there's another one you want to.
Okay.
They're going to share that one.
Yeah, I think this is probably good. Yeah, it's one.
Kevin wants it one and done, so we don't prolong
Bite. What are we
this.
gonna do? Eat everything that's in the garbage?
For my next meal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot in here.
Yeah, Lady and the Trampet. Make sure
Okay.
it's on KVJ TV.
Do you want the bitten end or the unbitten end?
You can. You know what? Here, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Dealer's
I'm
choice.
gonna go like this. I'm gonna spin it. I don't know where it is, and stop.
Oh, you got the bitten end. Oh, it's not good.
This smells horrific, by the way.
Yeah, it's not good. All right, Denny's, let's go in. Let's get a nice little
Get real
bite
close
here.
to Kevin so you're on that TV.
Okay, here we go. All right.
All right, there they go.
Sexy. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, sweet Kevin.
Oh, sweet Kevin.
It's first of all, it's fried, which is a punishment in itself, right?
It's covered in coffee grinds.
The coffee is, man. It smells We got to get this out of here.
Oh.
I see why they threw it away.
It's a subpar egg roll to boot.
It's got like a sour.
Yeah.
Oh, is it bad?
Not even a good egg roll. It's not a good egg roll.
Maybe they threw it out because it had gone funky in the fridge.
Good chance of that.
There's something going on in one of the fridges here. It smells terrible.
Oh, no.
Yep. That probably was it.
Kevin is struggling to get it down. I think Denny's has already swallowed it. Oh, my.
Denny's loves egg rolls.
He does.
He does. That's the Asian in him. But does he love egg rolls covered in coffee grinds? I think not.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What do you mean? You're not doing anything. What are we doing? I don't think this is a we doing. You're not doing anything. Thanks, and I are doing everything. You don't get credit for this. You're not doing anything.
We're trying to show fake support right now.
Yeah, we are.
Wow. Oh, that's rough, man. Wow.
You took the biggest bite, too.
It was a lot.
I liked what you did. I thought you presented it well. Great job.
Yes.
All right.
Nice work.
Thank God that one's over. Oh, that was rough.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. All right, now the countdown's on. You want to see my face and when I finally pass out?
Well, first you're
First
you're going to poop yourself, then you're going to pass out in it.
Yeah, what are we going to how in what order is this going to go? Wow. Man, oh man.
Ooh.
Gosh, that's not fun. There is nothing fun about that at all. Wow. I got to tell you, the whole introduction of these GLP-1s has massively changed society. I mean, how many radical shifts have we had in society since COVID went down? It just seems like it's one thing after another. If it's not AI, like everybody's getting skinny, but then when you take Ozempic, then it changes you, not only your physical appearance, but apparently your personality. What? What the heck is going on? It's something called Ozempic personality now. And they say that they're noticing this. It's a weird side effect. One of the gazillions of side effects is now starting to happen with these GLP-1s. They say that people feel emotionally flat. Where things used to be enjoyable, whether it be food, music, sex, even hobbies, and now everything's just kind of like, eh. You know, and it makes some sense because, look, you had a passion for that food that was calling your name. And we started hearing about how people then didn't want to drink. And you're like going, I mean, that drink that was calling your name, that thing maybe you shouldn't have done, but it just made life so exciting. And then you lose the taste for that. And then you're going through life and you're saying, eh. And that's why I tell you, I really think everybody needs to maintain at least one solid vice in their life because you need that little kind of naughty thing that you do. And look, my vices are maybe not what other people's vices are, but I have some things like going, okay, this is a treat. This is special. I love it and I enjoy it. And I'm not taking any kind of medicine that's robbing me of that joy. I fully enjoy it when I have it. And that's the one thing I got to ask yourself about Ozempic because it is insane. Everything it seems to be robbing from some people. I mean, when they put music in here, sex, hobbies, what?
Turning into a robot, it sounds like.
If you are taking Ozempic to the point where you've lost your joy, you need to look into microdosing and stop doing such a big dose of it.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're putting something in your body, and anytime you do that, anything can change. I just had to get off of medication because it was changing my personality. I mean, these things can absolutely change people.
You can scale it back.
And it may not be that you're taking too much because you think about what it is supposed to do. It is supposed to rob the brain's reward system, the dopamine. And so to do that so you don't eat, you got to have a certain amount to be able to do that so you're not eating. It's that same amount that enables you to do that is robbing you of the joy of music, of sex, of hobbies, because you're just shutting off the pleasure center of the brain. You can't have it one way or the other. So if you have it where you're still letting that joy get through, so is the joy of eating. And you're maybe not going to lose the weight.
You were taking that, weren't you, at one point?
I was, but at the end there was microdosing it. I wasn't doing, they tell you to take more and more and more because they want to sell you more and more and more. But you can get the same results and scale it back, and you can also taper it down. When you get to your goal weight, you don't have to keep taking it.
That was
if you're not medically necessary to take it, then you can wean yourself off of it slowly.
But I noticed you you didn't drink as much on that stuff, I thought.
You're right. When I first started doing it at the full dose, it makes you not want to drink as much. But I figured out quickly it was not going to rob me of my love of champagne.
Right. Okay.
And so I began microdosing it and still getting the benefits of not overeating like I'm prone to do, like my mother does, like her mother before her did. It's genetic.
Do you overeat when you eat your feelings? Is that when you find yourself really just gorging yourself?
I mean, if left to my own devices, I eat my feelings, your feelings, his feelings. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad.
Luckily, I have no feelings.
That's why he doesn't eat.
Kevin the robot.
Now, here's the one thing I will tell you. It doesn't happen to everyone. And this is what is also wild about Ozempic. They say actually many people actually feel mentally better overall. And it's not rewarding or not robbing them of their joy of music, sex, hobbies, things like that. That's just what makes this whole thing wild, is how the GLP-1s affect people so radically different. They're not able to find, well, this is what's going to happen because it happens in 10% of the population here that takes it. This thing happens in another 10%, and it's not standard across the board. They can't really even predict how your body and how your personality and emotions are going to react to taking a GLP-1.
And if you've been taking a GLP-1 that you think you don't agree with, you can switch it up because there are other GLP-1s. Ozempic is not the only one out there. There's Mounjaro.
That sounds like an Italian dish.
Tirzepatide. I don't know which one that. There's different ones you can switch it up if you're not happy with your moods or you're not happy with your loss of joy. You can ask to switch it up and see if that helps.
Yeah, and look, honestly, I think even if you are having a few little side effects here and there, what it's doing on the positive side is huge. And they are starting to get some of those numbers back. They say some of the GLP-1s has reduced addiction risks by up to 25% compared to other diabetes treatments. They say that people have cut alcohol disorder risk by 18%, decreased cannabis use by 14%, cocaine by 20%, nicotine by 20%, and opioids by 25%. So, I mean, look at all the positive benefits of this. It's just that you're getting some wild side effects where people are going, why do I feel this way? Why all of a sudden do I not like music? What? What?
I'm in a band. This is bad.
Yes.
You might have to get off it if you're not liking music anymore and you're in a band.
Yeah, and it's just kind of crazy that, this is it. Now, look, we still really don't have these long-term tests using it for what they're using it for, especially when it comes to weight loss. And they say that a lot of the research is showing that most people regain 60% of lost weight within a year after stopping GLP-1s, keeping only about 25% of initial weight loss long term. So that's kind of what the numbers are, just so you know. And that's why they're saying that is the one thing about these drugs is when you get on them, you're likely on them for life. So.
But you can take way less than they prescribe. You don't have to take a full big giant dose if you've already met your goal weight.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what winds up happening, but they're still kind of looking at it. And I did see the FDA did send a warning letter to the manufacturer of GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Wegovy. They claim the company failed to report potential serious side effects and deaths from users taking its medications. And so they're really trying to watch some of these companies because right now it seems like the perfect thing that's saving society. And they're like, hey, you got to have full disclosure because we're not really sure. A lot of this is really positive stuff, but there's some weird things that are going on as well. So just really be observant if you're taking those.
There's always going to be side effects. You're putting pharmaceuticals in your body. Not everybody's going to react the same, and you need to listen to your body and talk to your doctor. And if you feel like you're having a problem, then go get on a different medication.
Yep. Remy said, I'm still waiting for the lawyer commercials in a few years. Did you take Ozempic or GLP-1?
Yeah, I know a lawyer.
Hot dog law?
Oh, hot dog law. That's right, baby.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
It's kind of weird that Opossums or possums might be actually the animal that will help us take out the Burmese pythons in the Everglades. It's kind of wild, isn't it?
Really?
Yes.
How?
They're putting GPS collars on the possums.
Yeah, it's getting weird out there. They got some weird stuff going on. There's some cool technology stuff they're doing to catch.
Yeah.
They're going to end up being a major problem. At least that's what they say.
The pythons?
Yeah.
Oh, they're a problem already. They're taking out all the wildlife.
But I think they're going to be moving north. They're coming north.
Yeah, I saw one in a good Greek truck. Had all the stuff packed up. It's crazy. You gotta watch out.
Migration, bruh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the way it goes, right? Doesn't everybody just kind of migrate north here in South Florida?
So we put an Apple AirTag on these possums, and then we send them out to be snake lunch?
Yep. Basically it. But I mean, in a sense, low-key brilliant, right? I mean, instead of just being lunch, now they're detecting the pythons, and then they're going and snagging that python.
Are we just using the possums that are already out there, or are we bringing possums that are from, like, Lake Worth Beach?
They got a possum from Michigan. They're driving him down going, guys, I'm going on vacation. This is awesome.
It's a terrible trick.
Sunshine stains. It's going to be great. He's got his sunglasses on.
And I got a cool necklace.
Swim trunks. He's got his flip-flops. He's like, I'm going to love this. Yeah, and they put a cool collar on me. This is great.
I thought at one point they had mechanical rabbits trying to catch the pythons, tricking them, and you go to bite them, and they
Robo-rabbit?
Robo-rabbit, yeah.
But then maybe the python's like, hey, come on.
These don't taste great.
Right.
I just know that they were thinking they were catching a bunch, and then they go, and there's 9,000 more just born.
Yeah, well, it's going to be tough to keep up with them, but that's what they're doing. So I guess if they got to be lunch, at least hopefully they'll have a purpose. We'll see. Well, there's a whole crowd in Russia that looked like lunch to a tiger who escaped from his little cage that they had up. It was kind of like a safety net, and it didn't look very solid, and it just fell during a show.
Oh, my gosh.
And the tiger's like, cool, let's go see what's going on in the crowd. So it leapt right out there, and you can imagine as people see a tiger leaping towards them that they might have a reaction.
Oh, my gosh.
Here come the tigers.
What happened? Did he get anybody?
No, he just started chilling, and it looked like he was almost eating like some of the popcorn that maybe people threw down. They said that he was so well trained and used to being around humans that it wasn't a big deal for him, and they just got him back. But I mean, you might soil yourself pretty quick if you're sitting in that third row and a tiger comes leaping right at you.
I'm giving him everything. Here's my popcorn, hot dog, Twizzlers, take it all.
If you're out in the wild and you are face to face with a tiger, would that tiger usually eat you or try to, or is there a chance that tiger might be cool?
I think it just depends upon, where they are. That's the one thing about a lot of them dang cats is you don't really know. Sometimes they seem cool, but then all of a sudden they grab you. You'll see that with their handlers and everything else.
Ask Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. You're like, it's all cool for 1 second, and then next thing you know, it's just like out of nowhere. They try to take you out. So pretty wild. This is also a pretty crazy story. 1 million bees got loose when a truck hauling them crashed in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they tried telling everybody, please stay in your vehicles. This is not safe. But unfortunately, a couple of people did not listen, and they got out, and here's what happened.
Bees! Bees! Bees in the car! Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my flesh off!
Oh, my gosh.
Son, roll around. Do you hear me? Roll around on the ground.
Forget that! I'm starting to swell up! Save yourself! Don't be the hero! Your firearms are useless against them!
Terrible. Terrible. That's why you
Wait
gotta
a
listen to the
minute.
cops, kids.
Isn't that a Nicolas Cage movie?
No,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not a Nicolas Cage movie.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
You get your movies mixed. That's not the Nicolas Cage one.
It's not?
Yeah, it's from Tommy Boy.
Oh.
Still
Different
horrific,
B
though.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say a safari guide who once said he'd rather be killed by an elephant than to ever shoot one actually got killed by a charging elephant.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. They say a top Spanish bullfighter has suffered an unfortunate injury, and when you get in there, things can happen. I don't know if when they told him, hey, you're going to be a bullfighter, things can't happen, that they would have told him that they could perforate your rectum, but that's exactly what happened.
Oh.
He got a horn right there in his tuchus.
Wow.
In fact,
I don't think I've ever had a perforated rectum, but I don't think I'd want one.
Wow, it got the middle.
Bullseye.
You think that bull gets a high five from his buddies when he comes back?
That bull is now king of the bulls. He's getting so many high fives, so many bull knuckle bumps.
Do you think he goes up to somebody who's like, smell my horn?
Oh, the sweet smell of human feces.
Oh, you got him in the butt, didn't you? Yeah, you did. There was a Florida woman that stabbed her boyfriend after they got into a fight over who would keep a TV.
What did he do?
Well, they first got into an argument after the girlfriend was accused of cheating. She then locked him outside of his Tallahassee apartment, but the boyfriend kicked the door to get back in, not realizing what was going to be inside. She was ready with some stabby objects. She stabbed him in his finger and then tried to cut off his dreads with a knife.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to give you a haircut.
I love it.
I mean, that's the way to bring your boyfriend down to earth, right?
She must know that he loves his hair.
It must be a Samson. Yeah. She was arrested and charged with attempted homicide. Well, I mean, come on. It's just an aggressive haircut.
Smile in your mugshot and wink at him.
Wow. 24-year-old Sophia Grace Major was arrested Sunday after she struck a man on the head with a glass picture frame at Kiki on the River Mediterranean restaurant in Miami.
Again, I ask, what did he do?
I don't even know, and that's what I didn't get from the story. Like, what did he do? They say that it was caught on surveillance cameras. They say the victim also was bleeding profusely from the wound. She was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. But, yeah, what did he do? I want to know.
What did he do? I love the front end of all these stories because a lot of times...
Well, it's a lovely place. I'd just be kicking at Kiki on the river. Like, hey, this is great. I was like, caprice. Like, what?
Unprovoked attacks do happen, but it's more often that some man has provoked us, and that's why we attack.
I don't know, Virginia.
I'm not stepping in this one.
Yeah.
Mess with the bull, get the horn.
Oh, yes. And you know what they do?
Yes, we do.
Perforated rectum. A 25-year-old man in Tennessee accused government systems with stolen credentials and boasted about it on an Instagram account.
Oh.
Now, they could have probably figured out because his Instagram account was, I hacked the government.
All right, well, he told y'all what he was going to do.
Yeah, what are you going to do? He'd be like, all right, I mean, he really did say it. Why not? They say 3 California residents received a 180-day jail sentence after pleading no contest to felony insurance fraud involving fake bear attacks on luxury vehicles.
Fake bear attacks?
Yeah, they wore bear costumes to stage attacks on a 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost, a 2015 Mercedes G63, and a 2022 Mercedes E350. They submitted videos to different insurance companies, and state investigators, they launched Operation Bear Claw. And they looked at it like going, I don't know, that bear is moving just like he's a human.
Are these people high?
They sound high.
Because it looked just like a human in a bear costume, and they really thought that they were going to get reimbursed by the insurance company because, oh, look, a bear broke into it. Now, you do see that the bears do break into vehicles, especially like up in the Smoky Mountains and things like that, trying to get to food or whatever.
Especially if you got snacks in your glove box.
But these bears, you could see them. They were going through like the glove box, opening it up. They're opening up the center console, kind of rifling around through it. And you're like, that just seems a little too sophisticated for these bears. I mean, what is his name? Yogi?
Hot wiring?
What kind of idiot submits that to the insurance people?
These 3 idiots.
Did you think they weren't going to look at the video and go, oh, that's a dude in a bear costume?
Right.
Well, how good's the costume? Before we judge it.
Not good.
Not that good. If they were like, wait.
No, not that good at all.
Big dummies.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Do you have a gaslighter in your life, or have you ever been gaslit and you get a little bit flustered and it catches you off guard and you don't really have a good response? Now, if you don't even know what gaslighting is, it's when somebody tries to make you doubt your own memory or reality. And you're are like, okay, I just, no, that doesn't seem right. But then you start guessing yourself and be like, did that happen? Like, what's going on with me? Now, I have this happen to me all the time because my wife is a notorious gaslighter. I mean, just all the time.
And you have a lot on your plate. So
right.
For a guy like you, it's tricky because you're trying to remember everything and keep like 27 balls in the air.
That'll happen. And I'll ask her a question about, okay, so we're doing this. She's like, yes, we told you. I'm like, how is it that I only forget things you tell me? It's the weirdest thing. I'd ever have anyone else in life be like, yeah, Kevin, we discussed that. That's why I've finally narrowed it down. Be like, it has to be my wife because it's only with her that this happens. And I'm not trying to tune her out. It's nothing like that. But the one thing they say, and this is the advice they give. Now, they've not met my wife. And
I would tell them, meet her first before you try to figure out all women.
And I love this solution they give because I'm like, is it Kim proof? Because I'll tell you, this is not. They say, and the experts, whoever they are, they say when someone is trying to gaslight you, this 4-word response is all you need to shut it down.
4 words?
4 words, Virginia, and you'll shut down that gaslighter. You just say, I remember this differently. That's what they say.
Oh, that's going to shut down a gaslighter?
That's what I thought, too. I'm like, who tested this out? Bring this to my wife, the Mexican queen, and tell me this will work, because I'll tell you what will happen. I'd be like going, yeah, I remember this differently. She would then say, well, you're wrong, and you drink too much.
Oh, damn.
And then my response would be like, wait, you drink a lot more than I do. That's what's insane about it. So I get gaslit as I'm trying to deflect from gaslighting. She will hit me. It'll be gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. Like, if I'm a little bit on fire from being gaslit, I'll get set really ablaze.
She will throw a Molotov cocktail in your pants.
Yeah, I'm just like, I would love these experts. I'm like, okay, you know how to handle a gaslighter?
Come on over here.
Come on over here.
Meet Kim.
Why don't you go 10 rounds with the Mexican queen and tell them you'd be like, you know what? Let's rip up that article. It's all garbage. I saw that. I'm like, there's no way that's going to work. Not with a good gaslighter.
So that's what will happen. You guys.
That would be exactly how the exchange would go. And then at that point, you're like, wait, you drink more than me. And then she'd just walk off, and then the thing's over, and she'd feel like I won.
She gonna walk off and pour herself a drink.
She did. She has enough. She'll gaslight you again, which spins you again, and you get confused. But then you're angry too, and you're like, and then she just walks right off, and you're saying the old man like curse words and great googly moogly. And that's it. I mean, that's how it goes. I just love these experts, but that's what they say. That's all you need is 4 words. I remember this differently. Good luck. So.
And if someone's gaslighting you, like, because I've been in this scenario too, a lot of times liars will gaslight you to deflect. So if you are with a liar that's gaslighting you, violence does work on them. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. If you go to violence, it will definitely shock the gaslighter because they didn't see that one coming.
My wife wishes I would try violence on her.
Not for you.
Okay.
I would not suggest.
I was going to say, that's, again, try this with the queen, because if you want to go to violence, she'd be like, thank God, I thought you would never do this.
She would kill you.
Pony up, big boy. Here we go. Now you really done it. What you got on your mind today, Jbird?
It's back. The Weird Whenever podcast that we do will be coming up this Thursday, 6 p.m. So we're kind of getting back to normal around here. Well, that'll be, if you don't know what that is, that's our podcast with, we speak about paranormal stuff.
Yep.
Weirdness, UFOs, aliens, all of it, spiritualism, religion, a lot of that stuff. So,
what kind of stuff are you just chomping at the bit to get to on this thing?
I'm really, shocker. I'm in a huge UFO alien run right now, and I want to talk about that.
Okay.
There's a lot of weird stuff in the sky. I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking up. What's looking back at you?
Okay. All right.
I'm looking up a lot these days.
And you do that on what day?
Thursday, 6 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we have something, and then we are canceling the Weird Whenever podcast for the first week.
Unless something horrifying happens.
Yes.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I told you that my panda is all excited. We are trying to recruit other people. So if there's anybody that wants to come party tonight and cheer on the Buffalo Sabres, we found a Buffalo Sabres bar, Nico's in Abacoa. My husband doesn't even drink, and he is so excited to be going to the bar tonight.
Right.
This is the first games of the Stanley Cup, and it is a super fun vibe. So come party with us tonight, and maybe I'll get Panda to drink. I might say I won't drink so that he can drink, and then I'll drive us home.
So are you kind of gaslighting him now?
I want Panda to get a few in him.
Okay, yeah, he deserves a drink.
He deserves a pop or two.
Okay. So you think it's good. So you want to make sure he's hungover tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun for a guy who doesn't really drink. He'll be regretting it this time tomorrow. Well, I understand what the challenge might be, and I've even thought about this too. I have been an Apple iPhone guy for the longest time because they kind of got me. They did the Apple Music, and I said, well, everything just kind of runs. It's easy. You transfer it. You don't have to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the headaches. I always have people tell me, like, oh, you got to get away from Apple. Got to try something different. But I just never have because I thought it'd be so many headaches. I'm like, I ain't got time for headaches. I just wanted to keep going, and it seems like it's all going to be good.
Learning a whole new interface just sounds like beyond my comprehensive ability.
Right. Now, I mean, we got to see what happens with Apple. Now, I don't know if you caught this, but the CEO, Tim Cook, is going to be stepping down on September 1st. And he's been in there pretty much since Steve Jobs. 15 years now, he's been in charge of it, and he's been a steady hand. Look at Apple. Have they really dropped off? I mean, I don't know that they come out with anything massively new, because you think about Steve Jobs, and he had, the iPads and the iPods and all that kind of stuff, and the iPhones and whatnot. I mean, have they really created anything new that you can think of?
New chargers.
Yeah, that they definitely.
But I think they were doing that in Steve Jobs' era, so that's about the only thing. But they have been steady. I mean, I don't know if they've really lost a whole bunch.
I have so many different chargers, and I was trying to plug in the phone the other day. I'm going, man, I got too many chargers, and none of them were working.
I have a whole box of just wires. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
I know you're afraid to throw that away because you're going, is that the 21 gigawatts?
Right. Am I going to ever need any of this? I don't want to throw them away, but man, it's a whole giant box of wires.
Yeah. They say that under the CEO, Tim Cook, Apple's market value rose by more than $3.6 trillion.
Wow.
All about iPhone sales, new product growth, and now they're going to be turning it over to John Ternus, who is in Apple's hardware chief. That's what he does. So he takes care of the hardware stuff. He'll be the CEO, and Cook will kind of seg over to be the executive chairman. So I don't know. Will there be any bumps in the road? I would imagine they've got somebody quality in there to handle it. But does that mean you want to keep buying iPhones in the future? Now, Jbird, you said you're in the market for a new phone?
Oh, yeah. And I need one producer, Denny's, to tell me what the heck to get, because he's got knowledge.
Your phone looks like it's been gored by a bull.
I'm hard
in the rectum.
I'm hard.
Oh, that's tough.
No, I'm hard to on equipment.
What does your phone look like right now?
Stepped on.
Yeah,
I just saw it.
It's in the other room. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cracked. I can do a little video later of someone else's phone filming me.
What kind of advice you looking for your phone?
Well, is there something cool out there to get? I mean, I'm looking for something with a good camera, something that we always have to be on that thing.
Well, if you're looking to pay extra, go to Apple.
Yeah, just what if you go to Apple? What's the one to get though?
Whatever you think the phone should cost, go ahead and double it.
Yeah,
yeah. Here's 9 wires.
All of your old chargers aren't going to work. You need a new charger to charge it.
I just know that there's always that new flashy phone that's coming out.
Yeah.
And
are you going to stay in the Apple family? Or are you going to go something else?
That's kind of what I'm asking. Should you do that? I have an Apple laptop, so is that a nightmare of a situation to go to a different?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to think about.
That's a Denny's question. Don't look at me and Kevin. We're dumb.
No.
Got nothing for you.
I got nothing. No,
I'm just a sheep.
Thank God for Denny's.
Thank goodness.
Denny's, what do you think?
So With the Apple, you're already used to it. That's the big thing. But I'd say a lot of the apps now, a lot of stuff's streaming. A lot of stuff's you subscribe to. So you're not locked in like Kevin. You used to be locked in with the iPhone because you had all your music on it.
Yeah, and I've heard that too. People say, look, you can go to another phone. You can still get your iMusic.
Totally.
So, I've heard that.
So you don't have that lockdown anymore. I guess the only thing would be if you can get out of the comfort zone of the OS that you're used to, like the way that the phone works.
Right.
You're going to have to learn a new keyboard and all that.
But I'd say, I mean, I used to be pro Google, pro Apple. Those are my two big ones. I loved Google and Apple, but I feel like both of them have fallen off so hard lately.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really particularly love either of them. I can never find anything in my Google searches anymore. I can't find any emails. They used to be the most reliable one. And then I'd say with the Apple phones, they used to be the snappiest, the quickest, everything worked the best. But in modern era, like we're testing all the apps live. You kind of have the same exact issues you would have with any other phone. You don't have that quality assurance you used to have.
So what was a perk to get one of the other brands years ago is no longer a perk. So just if you're used to Apple, stay with it.
Well, so I'm in the first time in my life where I'm thinking of jumping ship off Apple and jump into maybe like the Google Pixel phone. Looks really cool. The Samsung one's probably the biggest contender. The Galaxy, I think. It just has great customization. It used to be, I thought, sluggish, and now I find it's very snappy.
You know who told me they want to go Galaxy? Rocco.
Yeah, it's just kind of, I think it's just the better product at the moment. Nothing against Apple because I'm a huge Apple supporter, but it's the first time where I'm looking at another girl.
Wow.
Why would he want to do the Galaxy? And who makes that one again?
Samsung.
Samsung. What is it about the Samsung Galaxy that he likes, Virginia?
He says it's better.
The camera on it is just next level nice.
The whole thing like folds out.
They have different versions. You can fold it because a lot of the times, I mean, these phones are awesome, and I love the big phones. If you're on the phone a lot, you need kind of a big phone, especially if you're editing. But man, putting them in your pocket now, these new phones in my pocket are just so cumbersome. It's just, you almost have to get a fanny pack to keep your phone in.
Not to mention what it's probably doing to your testicles. Lachlan will never get a sibling.
Well, hey, I support that.
Yeah, it's birth control, Denny's. Keep your phone right there.
One and done on that.
He's like, well, just one. I'm sorry. I could only do one.
But yeah, my brother uses the Google Pixel. I know I was just talking trash about Google search engine lately, but the Google Pixel phone is very cool. My brother showed it to me last time I was over there, and it's a very slick, fast phone. And actually, they all kind of look the same now. It really just comes down to functionality.
Okay. All right. Well, right now, asking people, it is pretty much between the Apple iPhone and the Samsung Galaxy is the top two. Google Pixel's not doing that well. Nokia is not doing great. And what about, is it Android? Is that another type of phone that people get?
Yeah, so the Android is an operating system. So there's a bunch of different phones. Like the Nokia phone will use an Android. Gotcha, I believe Samsung also uses an Android, or at least a modified Android.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you know nothing about phones, the top two easily. Apple iPhone, 46% of the vote. Samsung Galaxy, 42%. It seems like if you look at anything else, don't do it. It's between those two.
Okay, many things to think about. I know I'm definitely getting apple pie.
There you go. There you go.
Stick with what you know.
Yeah. It's wild how this is now kind of all over the place. Now, it is more of a Gen Z thing, but it is big in South Florida. It is this whole maxing trend that is out there. It's basically just a viral slang suffix, meaning putting intense effort into improving or optimizing a specific area of life. Everybody's obsessed with optimization of everything you do. But the maxing is taking it to an extreme or obsessive degree. I'm talking about hitting yourself in the face with a hammer so that you chisel out your jawbone.
If you're dumb enough to do that, I encourage you to.
It's pretty crazy. And you've got some of these influencers in South Florida. One of them we covered a little bit last week because he had that overdose, clavicular, who is the 20-year-old that hammers himself in the face and just has a chiseled face because of it, I guess.
I'm going to take advice from a guy who hits himself with a hammer and then overdoses on drugs because he's doing it right.
Yeah.
And I'm the weird one on the show, and I'm even like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, it's pretty insane, and he's kind of rocketed to fame because he's just all over the place. He's a streamer. He is a drug user, apparently, from seeing his stream, and he also is a dude that hammers himself in the face. And so Saturday Night Live was kind of spoofing him over the weekend on Weekend Update, and here he is reacting to the spoof, and it didn't sound like he enjoyed their parody of him.
Out here, Oramaxing like an S-tier Giga Chat. Speaking of English mods.
Dude, millennials are such because they have no culture of their own, really. Millennials are so
Okay, so he's not thrilled with Saturday Night Live, and there he is bashing on the older millennials who don't have any culture of their own.
What are you talking about? They're making fun of you because you're stupid and you don't like it. Wah, bitch.
Go grab the hammer.
Yeah, grab that hammer again. I would love to see you to continue to hit your face.
What's terrifying is this guy is actually influential, and there are people that are following him, which is just...
It's scary.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, everybody's going crazy with how viral they can go, and they're losing their minds to a point where you're bashing your face now.
The wackier your content, the more ridiculous the things that you put out there are, the more popular you are. Yeah, this guy is telling you to hit yourself in the face with a hammer.
Yeah. Now, that is the more obscene route of it, but there are all kinds of other things. It's not just about clubbing yourself in the face with tools. It is everything from sleep. They've got sleep maxing that is all about getting the most that you can do out of that.
I love to sleep max.
And honestly, I agree with you.
Yes.
I would take that.
That is how you regenerate your cells, reset everything.
Yep.
You can't be stuffing your face eating while you're sleeping. So sleeping is good for your waistline.
It really is everything. Sleeping. It's everything.
It is. They're doing productivity maxing, vacation maxing. So it just goes, it's really just an education knowing that maxing is the viral slang suffix that you're going to see right now, that anything that people do, they want to do it to the utmost. I mean, it's gotten so ridiculous. There's now a term called Nona maxing. Do you know what that is?
Like an Italian grandmother?
Yep. It is preparing home-cooked meals, spending time outdoors, and making meaningful connections just like your Italian grandmother would do. Your Nona maxing.
I love that. That is bringing us back to our roots, Jbird.
I know. I want to do that. I want to do the sleep one. This sounds fun.
Yes, so it is out there, and you know that it is going mainstream when 60 Minutes starts talking about it. And the great thing about this is now it's 60 Minutes, and the old people know about it. The young kids will hate it. That's the beautiful thing. Here's a clip that they have on looks maxing on 60 Minutes Australia.
Young men beating themselves up,
Bone smashing.
to be beautiful.
I like to think I've ascended, yes.
How have you ascended?
Well, I look how I want to look.
On 60 Minutes.
If looks are the most important metric, why wouldn't you do anything and everything to maximize it?
It's called looks maxing.
Looks maxing is a form of excellence.
Looks maxing is self-improvement.
It's dangerous, and it makes no sense.
I think that there is a real dark undercurrent. What it leads to is self-destruction.
That's pretty much it. That's what the kids are doing today.
Yeah, wherever you break bones, that's where you get arthritis later in life, you big dummy.
And the crazy thing about it, I know that when I was young, the older generations were calling us stupid and be like, can you believe the dumb thing? I would at least say we weren't hammering ourselves in the face.
Amen.
No,
For beauty.
We're just getting hammered.
Yeah, exactly.
We did keg stands. We got hammered. We didn't hit ourselves in the face with tools.
That's right.
Idiots.
We were dumb, not that dumb. There might be a part of the conversation that was a little hypocritical as we were talking about the people who do the looks maxing trend of hammering themselves in the face just to try to chisel out that bone. I guess it's all about making it swell and this and that. It makes no sense to me. But there are a lot of painful, crazy procedures that we do for beauty. And I'm looking at one person right now who does this stuff.
Yeah, but I do it with a professional under anesthesia, and it's medically supervised. I'm not going to grab a hammer and hit myself in the face like a dumbass. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, I support Virginia on this one.
Yeah.
There's no way that a hammer can ever be justified by any intelligent individual.
Yeah, it is interesting when you do look at some of the procedures. I just went through one a couple weeks ago that I never thought I would do when I heard about what was described. When they told me about the P shot at Game Day Men's Health, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Then I started having a few problems where I would need something like the P shot. And when you describe it, you think, who came up with this? This feels like medieval torture. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The concept is wild, but as I started looking into it, I don't know what it is. We have a lot of bizarre, painful procedures for our privates. I don't know why we do it. I think mine makes more sense, but have you ever heard of Scrotox?
Oh my gosh.
Botox for your balls.
Yes. To reduce wrinkles. Who cares if you got a wrinkly satchel? Is that a big deal?
I don't think it matters, but maybe in some circles.
I think it all. I'd rather be more concerned about the size of them than I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought that was something, but yeah, people will do that. You get Scrotox because you want a wrinkle-free scroti.
May I please see the before and after pictures, because I do love a good Botox before and after.
They have to have them because how are they selling it?
Please, someone tag me in Scrotox pictures.
Unreal.
I think I need it but mine's kind of distinguished.
You just have long balls.
Yeah, they're not getting any shorter, Virginia.
I think we need to get you the same procedure that I got on my jowls, where they just get rid of the extra skin. Just lift that baby right up.
Like Kevin said, we're good.
In Miami, there is a urologist, Dr. Amy Perlman, who does injectable penile girth enhancement.
Whoa.
It's hyaluronic acid fillers that will increase the size of your Johnson to become one of the most common procedures she performs, it says.
They've been using hyaluronic acid for a while on your face and with facials, and it's plumping, and a lot of times you'll see like micro needling with hyaluronic acid, and then it's supposed to make you like puff your face, but I don't think it's that drastic. How much of this acid do you have to put in a penis to make it plump?
You'd have to ask Dr. Amy. I don't know. But they do say, go seek out somebody like Dr. Amy. If you're in Miami, go see her in her office. Do not go to a garage in Hialeah to get this done, because they say a lot of people are. And you've seen this with some of the Brazilian butt lifts that they've done. Somebody's putting Fix-A-Flat in their ass.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, that is horrible. People died.
Yeah.
Died from going to places that weren't accredited with expert injectors. You want somebody who's been doing this for a while. You want somebody that is accredited. And it's okay to ask, what's your experience doing this procedure? Can I speak to some of the patients that have had it? Can I see before and after pictures of your real patients? It's okay to ask all of those questions before you let somebody hit you with a needle, especially in your D.
Yeah, they say there's a lot of jacked up Johnsons walking around Miami because people have gotten this. They say deformities and necrosis can happen if you get it done wrong. My goodness, that's insane. And don't think it's just the guys, because there's also a procedure called labia puffing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is for gaining attention, apparently, because there's something now called Ozempic vagina.
Okay.
I mean, what the heck is going on in this world?
I've heard people complain about this.
They say rapid fat loss can leave the labia deflated, and now women are wanting to pump it up. And they say you could see anywhere from a 20% rise in inquiries. And they said that one UK surgeon did 42 procedures last year.
Wow.
It's about $500 per milliliter of filler, with combined procedures reaching $2,000 to almost $5,000. Is that not insane? Labia puffing, they say, is growing in popularity.
If you got a short cookie, you want it to look more full. If you got a full cookie, you want it to look more short. That's just how it is. The grass is always greener.
I mean, we've all seen it happen before, though, out in public, where you're like, whoa, I got a puffer.
Yeah. Gotta watch wearing them tight pants.
A puffer in yoga pants is very distracting.
It can be.
Wow. How about that, huh? More KVJ going to be coming your way. It is the After the Show. You can watch it live on so many great platforms. We've got YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, all going to be there, plus on demand. YouTube and Spotify. You can see us there. Before we get to it, though, as always, Jbird wraps us up here with his thought for the day.
You are not rising from the ashes. You are learning how to become the fire that creates them.
Oh, I like this.
Yes.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.